Hello chatbox out there. Today in this vlog I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my Thursday and Friday, the last 2 days of my week. I hope you guys all had a lovely week so far. On my Thursday I got up ready for work. I had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and was just watching some vlogs and TikToks whilst getting ready for work, and had a bit of music blasting in the kitchen, had a bit of a boogie in the kitchen, and my mum was asleep. My dad had work, and then after work he'd gone off fishing, which he does most Thursdays. Older brother was on the Xbox, older sister was at hers, younger brother at his, and younger sister is back up in uni after being down for a few days. It was lovely having her down to stay for a few days. And then I locked up and made my way to work. On the way to work, it was such a lovely sunny day and lovely blue skies and sunshine, so I had a nice stroll up and got some flower snaps just before work that I'm going to show you guys now. It was a lovely stroll up to work. I had my work jeans on because although it was a little bit sunny, it was also quite windy and did get a bit gloomy. I did think it was going to rain at one point. I then got myself a drink from the corner shop, got into work, put my bag away, got clocked in, and it was just me and two other colleagues on, and it was pretty quiet because the lounge restaurant has just opened up in front of me, so I think quite a lot of people were going to check that out. So we had quite a few workers in, and due to the weather being pretty gloomy, I think quite a lot of people stayed away and stayed in because it did look like it was going to rain. And we had the market outside of our workplace, so that made it a little bit busier. And I was running food and drinks, cleaning tables, doing food and drink orders and bill taking, and cleaning tables inside and outside. And as it got a bit sunnier and a bit warmer, we did have a few more people come in and sit outside, mainly asking for iced caramel frappes. So lots of frappes were made, and I was then just doing some cleaning jobs, and it was like busy but not too busy. It was a nice like calm like mix of busy and quiet times, and it went quite quick. And then after work I clocked off and got changed into one of my t-shirts and sat on table 12, the nice sofa area, and me and one of my colleagues who was on a split had some food just before she was back to work, so she had like a little break in between, so she joined me for some food, and I had some American style pancakes that were off the specials, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of that now. It was so delicious. I've been thinking about these pancakes all day and they did not disappoint. I had that with a fresh orange juice, and then one of our other colleagues came on shift, so I was having a nice chat with him. I then got my bag and I headed off, and I went off to one of the flower shops and got some flower shops from there that I'm going to show you guys now. I had a nice chat with the flower shop keeper in there. I then went off to the charity shops and one of the book shops. I then went off to one of the other flower shops and I got some plant stocks from there that I will show you guys now. I love all the succulents and cactuses in there, all the plants hanging from the windows. It's so beautiful. I then got some flower shops from there that I'm going to show you guys now. Such beautiful flower shops from there. I then had a chat with one of the flower shop keepers who I went to school with, so I was having a nice catch up with her. I then went off to check out the new restaurant that's just come into our town called The Lounge, and I got myself a strawberry milkshake from there, which I'm going to show you guys a photo of now. The milkshake was so delicious, I'd definitely be going back there. I then got some snacks of around the place, as they have lots of mirrors and different lamps and photos and different patterned backgrounds. At first it was a bit like, oh my god, there's a lot going on, but I absolutely love it. Lots of things to get photos of, and I love photography, and I'm going to show you guys those snaps that I got now. It's such a great vibe in there. I was then chatting with some of the staff in there and just introduce myself. I work in one of the other restaurants in town, and I was like, welcome to the neighbourhood, and they were very welcoming, and yeah, it's a great place. Can't wait to head back there again. I then met two of my colleagues who were there. I was chatting with one of my bosses who was there, and I'm hoping to have the 18th of June off. It was supposed to be the 11th, but it's now the 18th, to go down to Weston, get the train down for the day for my grandma's 80th, which is on the 14th, and have family and friends down there to see. So fingers crossed we can sort it out. If not, I'll just have to get it covered. Should be alright. I then made my way back, and on the way back I got some flower photography that I'm going to show you guys now. I'm loving all of the flower snaps out and about at the moment. Been getting so many flower snaps. Good for my health because I've been going on so many walks at the moment, and I have noticed that I have been losing a little bit of weight, which is great, and also getting lots of great flower snaps at the same time, so winning. And then I found these purple drawers that were going in the bin, and I thought those would be perfect for storing my dolls, and so I got those and cleaned them up and put them with my other dolls, and took the other dolls out of the old drawers, and I'm going to show you guys a photo of those new drawers I have now. I love it. Lots of more extra storage for my dolls. I now just need to put my inbox dolls up on shelves. I have about 33 inbox dolls. They're hoping to be moved into here, the spare room, and put on shelves in here because I do not have much room in there in my bedroom. I think if I put anything else on my walls, they might just collapse because I have a lot on my walls. And then, just as I was getting ready to go off to touch rugby, the doorbell went, and it was my new doll that I'd ordered from Smith, and she came in this package here with bubble wrap that I love to pop. It's so therapeutic. And this is the new doll. Oh, beautiful. She is the doll with a hearing aid in. I am partially deaf in this ear. I used to have a hearing aid with canine because you can have little like pictures on the hearing aid. The hospital said that my hearing was improved and I didn't need it anymore. Sadly, I didn't know. I loved my canine hearing aids, and I'd turn it on and it'd be like boom boom boom, and it'd be like a computer going. I'd be like, oh my god, I can actually hear. I still have a lot of problems with my hearing sometimes, especially if I've got a cold. If I'm bugged up, my hearing gets affected. I had really bad hay fever, and it caused this ear to block, and this is my good ear, so I was a bit like, huh? What? You got to speak up, because I literally couldn't hear very well. It did affect my hearing quite a lot, and so seeing a Barbie doll with hearing aids when I've also got hearing problems is quite cool. They've also got a Down syndrome Barbie doll coming out, which is amazing, and I love the diversity. I mean, you've now got ones with like bionic legs, you've got wheelchair Barbie, you've got so many like dolls that can relate to all types of people's like abilities and disabilities, and it's just amazing how diverse it's got. And they now have belly buttons. I mean, back when I first started to get Barbies when I was a kid, they did not have belly buttons, so they're getting more like realistic with like the body sizes as well, different hair colors, skin tones, freckles, different skin conditions, like patches of like different skins. I cannot remember what it's actually called, but it's just amazing how much Barbie has advanced in its like 60 years. And I'm now going to open this and show you guys her in more detail. Here she is. She's so pretty. She's got a floral dress on with a white collar, and then her hair's up in a ponytail, and she's got pink sparkly boots on. I love bright pink, and then she's got her hearing aids on each ear. She's just so pretty. I love it, and I'm just so happy I've got her. I've wanted her for so long. I then got myself ready to go off to touch rugby, and my old sister and our family friend picked me up, and we headed off down to touch rugby, and it's a really good session and we did really well. My team won, yes, and I did really well passing and catching and scored. I helped score a few tries. I almost scored, but I got caught. I couldn't see where the try line was, the sun was on my eyes, so I just kept running and then got caught. I was like, for God's sake. But yeah, it was really good. We had a really great team and I managed to help score quite a few tries by passing the ball quickly and getting my teammate through to score a try. And then I ended up walking back as my older brother was at senior training just across the field from us, and older sister went and joined in a touch rugby game with some of the seniors, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I probably ended up breaking something because it was a bit rough. And so I ended up walking home, got back, got showered and changed into my PJs, and then my older sister and brother and our family friend got back, and my dad got back from being at fishing. And then for tea we had chicken curry. I'm going to show you guys the footage of that now. The chicken curry was so good. Then me, my older brother and sister and our family friend went out in the garden and were tossing the rugby ball about. Then it got a little bit darker, it was getting quite cold, so we ended up coming in and we watched a bit of Sister Act 2. Love a bit of Whoopi Goldberg, and apparently they're making a third one that's coming out in 2024 with Bette Midler and with Keke Palmer as well, which looks amazing. Cannot wait to watch that. Then our family friend went off home, and then my older sister stayed for a bit and she went off back to hers, and I then watched the UK soaps, finished writing my journal, put that away and had some cereal. And the soaps have been so emotional at the moment. Lola and her death in EastEnders after battling with cancer, and then with Julia in Hollyoaks with her cancer, and then with Paul in Corrie with his M&D. And yes, I've been blubbing a lot. I then went off to bed, and on my Friday, which is today, I got up after a nice line. I then had some toast and a cup of tea for my breakfast and was just watching a bit of Netflix, and the dog had puked. So when my dad got back from being at my grandma's house, my mum's grandma's and my other grandma's house, he tidied that up, he cleaned that up. I was just told to put some tissue over it, and I would have tried to clean it up, but I was like, nope, I'd probably end up getting all over me, and yeah, gross. So my mum then got up, and the pooch seemed okay. He was out in the garden sunbathing, bless him. And then me and my mum and dad went and picked my grandma up from hers, and they were taking her in to go see my grandpa in his new lodgings. He's got a rehab place now and he's doing a lot better, and it's near to where he was born, so going back to his roots, and I'll be able to hear lots of stories of back when he was a kid, so I'm looking forward to that. And my older sister was at hers, older brother away at his girlfriend's house for the weekend, younger brother was at his, and younger sister up in uni, and they dropped me up to the Derby's Garden Centre whilst on the way to take my grandma to see my grandpa in his new lodgings. And then my mum and dad and grandma went off there, and I got into the garden centre and I got some flower starts from the garden centre that we'll show you guys now. Such lovely colours. I love the entranceway with all the flowers everywhere. It's just so beautiful. I especially love all the dahlias and all the lovely bright colours. And they had a wall of lots of hanging baskets, and this chap kindly took a photo of me in front of the hanging baskets, and he's pretty cute, and he hit out of the park. He was like, oh, maybe like take a few, maybe like move this way, so he kind of like positioned me to make it sure that it looked perfect, and I was like, oh, thanks so much. I then went off inside the garden centre and got some plant starts from there that we'll show you guys now. I love the succulents and cactuses so much. I was then going to go in the cafe, and they have music playing in the garden centres, and the garden centres music stopped and they had a power cut, and I was like, oh no. So I couldn't go in the cafe because the tills weren't working. They were doing cash and I didn't have any cash on me, so I just made my way home. And on the way back I got some more flower snaps that I'm going to show you guys now. so many lovely flower snaps to get photos of at the moment. I was actually taking so many photos. I was going flower photography mad, and I was like, any more flower photography snaps and my phone's probably going to explode from all the photos I've got on my phone at the moment. And I drafted a load of those to put on my Instagram like throughout the week, so I don't end up spamming everyone with my flower photography snaps. I then headed up to the high street and got myself some lunch from Co-op, as my stomach was starting to make very strange noises indeed, and I was pretty hungry. And I then went off and had a look around the child shops, and I got a new work bag. I love it. It's like space, outer space themed, and it's a lot smaller than I normally get, but I should be able to put my work stuff in here. And then I made my way back, and on the way back from the high street I got some more flower photography that I'm going to show you guys now. It's just so beautiful. Love all the bright colours, especially all the roses. Roses are probably some of my favourite flowers. Those and dahlias, love them. I then got back, I let myself in as my mum and dad were still with my grandma, seeing my grandpa, and I then had my lunch and watched a bit of In From the Sides, this gay film, rugby film on Netflix, which is so beautiful. Then my mum and dad and grandma got back, and my grandpa called up and he was a little bit confused, so he talked to my grandma. And then I watched Home and Away, wrote with my journal. I got a holiday form from work on the way back from being at the high street to fill out for my holiday in August. We're going to Devon for 7 days, and so I filled that out, put that in my bag ready to take in tomorrow. I'm in work tomorrow 9 till 3, and so I got my uniform ready for that. Definitely think I'm going to be needing to wear my shorts because it's going to be very hot tomorrow, and so I got my shorts ready to wear tomorrow. And then I was just listening to a bit of music, wrote up my journal, and for tea we had fish and chips, and I had chicken and chips from the fish and chip shop that I'm going to show you guys now. It was so delicious. I then sorted out my blue tuck doll, and I got a photo of her outside in front of some of the pink flowers that have started to bloom out in the garden, and she looks fabulous. My grandma then stayed for a bit, and then she went off home, and my younger sister FaceTimed earlier on, and so I let my mum know, and she chatted with my mum on FaceTime. And I am now off to go and finish writing my journal for the day, watch UK soaps, and then probably just chill for the rest of the evening because I am bloody cream cracking. Been quite a productive day, garden centre, big walk, looking around the child shops, and I showed my younger sister the bag that I got when I talked to her on FaceTime, and she loved it, and it was such a great price as well. Great charity shop find from me. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week. All have a lovely rest of your Friday and have a beautiful weekend ahead. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.